Worrying new figures out this morning have revealed that more than a third of Australian families are paying twice as much for childcare as they spend on food. That is shocking.
Yeah, and things don't stop just there. Another third admit that the cost of childcare has forced them to be late paying their bills. So let's kick off Sunday Jury with that one. We welcome Shelly Horton and Peter Fitzsimons.
Morning.
Deb, take it away.
We are in session.
Now, this is an issue we spoke about earlier on the show, and it's actually got a lot of people fired up on the emails saying no one's forcing these people to have kids and go back to work. You know, you don't have to go to childcare, Shelley.
OK, so I think that that's a bit of an old way of thinking. What we want is more women getting back into the workforce. And talking to my friends, going back into the workforce after having a kid is not necessarily about the money. Sometimes it's about the self-esteem. It's about being a contributing member to society. So I think that when you've got like these nanas who have said when they've written in that, yes, I'm part of the older generation, they need to understand that it's different now. And we have a pay gap because of what's happened in the past. I actually think that it's really important. I wish it wasn't just an issue for women getting back in the workforce. I wish men took more maternity leave.
And childcare shouldn't be just a female issue.
Absolutely. It shouldn't be, but it is.
We've had a little bit of childcare along the way. We were in a position we were fortunate we could pay, but I accept that the cost of childcare is astronomical. But here's the thing: let's say that Tom decides not to have children. I don't know what to say, but let's just say, and I have more children. Let's just say that would be news, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If Lisa, but should I? But if Tom's a taxpayer or whatever, are you saying that Tom should subsidise me paying for my children?
I'm child-free by choice.
Okay, well that's why I'm in a minefield here.
I do not want kids.
Okay.
However, I do not regret or begrudge paying tax because to help women back into the workforce.
You don't.
I don't have to.
But is it fair?
You don't get to choose where your taxes go. You don't get to choose. That's why we have a government.
You're saying that the taxpayer... I mean, I say childcare is astronomical, but is your position that those childless couples should help
It's not just childless, it's everyone.
Okay,
is your
position
No,
therefore...
you're really making a stupid argument because it's not about child-free...
now we're going, right now.
Don't make it about me. Make it about society because I'm a contributing member of society.
Why should
I don't opt out of healthcare, I don't opt out of this.
Excuse me.
This is, again, one that has to be across the board.
Peter Fitz.
Thank you. Excuse me. Gentle. We're calm.
You never have to ask to get the floor, my friend.
Why should everybody, if anybody chooses to have children, why should everybody pay for others' childcare? That's my question.
Why should people who don't suffer
education.
I'm being a devil's advocate. I'm not passionate. I'm being a devil's advocate.
Society benefits as a whole from, I think, getting these women back into the workforce, having mums back out there and contributing to society.
And
I think everyone benefits from that.
That's one issue. I think the bigger issue that we have to contend with is that we have a system where it is very expensive, where it is lots of wait lists, it's very difficult for people to get in, and flexible workplaces because for women wanting to get back into the workforce, why should they be going back 5 days? What about 2? What about 3 days?
I totally agree with all that. You know, in a perfect world, that's exactly the way it'd be.
Well, they do it in other countries and they manage it in countries like Germany, in Scandinavian countries.
Scandinavian
you win that
countries.
one. What's next?
Okay.
Sorry, we've just witnessed history. Peter Fitzsimons has given up his position on the
Taking
argument.
it at 9:47 p.m. on Sunday.
It was August the 6th, 2017.
Go on, what's next?
I'm
being a devil's advocate. It's fine.
We're going to take a little break because we will have another controversial topic to do with the gender wars as well. A cafe that charges men more than women for meals and coffee and gives women priority seating.
I don't know what Shelley's position is, but I'm sure it's stupid.
Stay tuned. More
less than
fiery debate next. Man, are we fired up on the Sunday Jury today? Bring it on. Now,
we don't need a gavel. We need the boxing ring bell.
Ding, ding. Now, a cafe is charging men more than women and gives female customers priority seating, and it's all to highlight the point of gender equality.
Yeah, it's Melbourne Eatery. They've put the rules in place to address the gender pay gap, and they're forcing men to pay an 18% man tax. Now, thankfully, I'll never have to have this issue because it's a vegan restaurant, so I'll be
You're
getting it the
put
widest
inside it.
berth
Are you
humanly
too good for
possible.
vegan, are you?
I enjoy
Give the man meat and potatoes.
bacon. It's not a cafe unless it's serving bacon. But Shelley, I've got a hunch you'll like this idea.
I love this idea so much because what it is, it's just drawing awareness to the pay gap. So by charging men 18% more for their coffee and breakfast, it's actually just making them realise that women get 18% less. Now, my husband is one of the pay gap deniers. To me, it's
What's that
just...
mean?
He doesn't believe it exists.
Of course
Even
it
though I
exists.
show him the statistics, he's like, oh, in my industry it's the same, in your industry it's that. In some industries it is the same, but it's so much deeper than that. It goes to women having time off for maternity leave. It's about us not being as great negotiating for a pay increase. It's about women not actually being...
Expecting it. Not women not
Expecting
actually
it, yeah,
saying and insisting upon it. Ross Greenwood, I think, what's he, the finance editor?
Finance editor.
He did an interview with a bloke the other day who was terrific on it. And he said that in Australia, most men, when they retire, go away with $250,000 superannuation.
Yeah.
Women, 138,000. It's about half, so that when you go off into retirement, and the line is, a man is not a plan. You know, that if you're with a well-paid man, that is not a plan.
No.
Because
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
women, particularly at 60, are single. And so suddenly
Yeah.
they're on half the resources of the other gender. But I don't know, is that good business? Is the cafe being flooded with women or men?
It doesn't force men to pay
Yeah.
it. It's voluntary. They can pay it if they don't want to. But the cafe owner has said that not one man has refused to do it because they're wanting to highlight this issue. And I think doing it in subtle
promotes
ways like that,
conversation.
or not so subtle, but it does. It gets people thinking about the fact that it is a reality and it does need to be
There was a
addressed.
thing that came out of the BBC. Have you followed that? Somebody leaked all the pay
pay-
gaps
yes.
of the
Oh, yeah.
of the on-air presenters.
It's real.
A little bit of hell to pay.
Yes.
Would never happen at Channel 9. Now, just quickly, earlier on we showed you new pictures
Morning,
of
boss.
Russian President Vladimir Putin on holiday. Shelley, I'm sure you're a bit hot under the collar seeing some of this. Well, the internet has responded with some pure gold.
Yeah, we love the memes that come out as a result of this, just putting him in different situations of Vlad sitting back.
Magic Putin.
Magic
yeah,
Putin,
good.
not
Yeah.
Magic
Okay.
Mike anymore. And we thought we'd have a bit of
Game
fun
of
too.
Thrones.
There's the Greg Norman photos.
Well, that's what I thought. He would be very good, yeah.
Aussie Putin,
There he
love
is
it.
with a VB in
My
hand.
Got a green
favourite's
grenade.
still the one with him on the crackers called the Ritz. It's Putin on the Ritz.
Wait till Donald Trump gets his shirt off, then you're going to get a
Oh
shot.
my goodness, yeah. Lots of fodder to be had from Vlad. All right, thank you for joining us for our Sunday jury. There's Pete. There's you with your
One
shirt
more
on.
There we
action,
go.
man.
Go back to that
there
one.
it
That's
is.
it. I tell you what,
All
that's
right.
at the dig tree,
After
Burke
the-
and Wills.
After this, special pregnancy announcement
Oh,
on the way.
no, that's
And
Kokoda.
that's not it.
That's before I lost the weight.
Back with more. Perfectly timed.